You know, we have some videotape. You were one of the guests at our last party. Hal, roll the videotape. I think this is fascinating. Look at Gene here at our last party of our last night show when we were still on the air at NBC. Look who he's talking to here.
I'll tell you what I was talking to him about. First of all, we agreed. He agreed with me that One False Move, which I picked as the best film of last year, it was also his favorite film of last year. But what triggered this conversation was I was at a party in New York about 12 years ago. It was the reissue of Martin Scorsese's New York, an expanded version with the happy endings musical number stuck back in. Glamorous party, Halston's apartment, Liza Minnelli there, Al Pacino, John Belushi, not Roger Ebert, and a beautiful woman comes up to me and she says, "Oh, my boyfriend's going to kill himself." I said, "Who's your boyfriend?" She says, "Bruce Springsteen." I said, "Why?" She says, "Because you're here and he's not here." I said, "You got to be kidding me." She says, "No, he always has me tape your show when he goes on tour." I said, "I don't believe you." This was the way I was able to confirm it. It's true.
Isn't it wonderful, the kind of unspoken modesty that...
Who started it?
I was standing right there. The only thing I heard Bruce say to you was, "Where's the men's room?"
From the upcoming film, Philadelphia. Well, actually, it was Camden that got a visit today from Bruce Springsteen and his wife, Patti Scialfa. The boss is there to shoot the music video that goes along with the movie. Springsteen didn't have time for us today, but a production assistant on a North Philadelphia stop explained just what the boss is doing.
Oh, singing, you know, walking the streets. It's called the Streets of Philadelphia.
Bruce will be shooting at several spots in the city tomorrow. Can't tell you where. It's all part of the song opening the movie, Philadelphia. Now, stay with Channel 2.
We'll talk live to the boss about his love for Philadelphia. Christmas tree sellers are crying the blues this holiday season.
And on our health check report, we'll find out what your hips have to do with whether you're likely to be stricken with a painful disease.
For music fans, Robin, Action News reporter Karen Friedman is the envy of the neighborhood tonight. Karen did something today that millions of Americans would love to do. She talked to the boss, live, in person, Bruce Springsteen. Here's Karen's report.
He cast a shadow on your heart.
They're called for pleasure only, and today the pleasure was all theirs. This local rhythm and blues trio was chosen from hundreds of extras hoping for a part in a Bruce Springsteen music video taped at 17th and Wallace Streets in Spring Garden this afternoon.
You think about Bruce, you think about everything that he did. You know, he's a pretty large guy.
And a pretty regular guy for a superstar. The video is called Streets of Philadelphia. It's the theme song for Jonathan Demme's forthcoming film titled Philadelphia, shot on location. The movie is scheduled for release here in January. It stars Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington. It's also the first major studio feature to deal with AIDS and the discrimination faced by those afflicted with the disease.
I have AIDS. We thought that our story addresses the idea of people should treat each other with more respect, whether or not they agree with them. And the birthplace of the Constitution, City of Brotherly Love, seemed like a really excellent choice to try to emphasize our point.
And for Springsteen, who grew up in New Jersey, coming to Philadelphia is like coming home.
I've been coming here since the early 70s. It's always been a great town for come down and play in. It's only an hour or so from Jersey, so it was nice. It's nice this time of year, too.
Because this video features one of the biggest music heroes of our time, the hope was to keep this location a secret. But as you can see, that didn't exactly work. As a matter of fact, just the mere mention of Springsteen's name brought them down from the sky.
I'm an air traffic controller, and we got a fax. They asked us to keep the airplanes away while they're filming, so I just wrote down the address, and I had the day off, so we came over.
And though Bruce never sang a note today, it didn't seem to matter. He was here, so were they. And what more could they ask for? I'm Karen Friedman, Channel 6 Action News.
And right now the Action News team is standing by with these stories. Its world premiere, and in terms of star power, it was one of the biggest events of the year. Steven Spielberg, Ted Danson, Richard Gere, and Cindy Crawford were among those on hand. Tom Hanks stars as a Philadelphia lawyer who is fired from his job when they find out he is gay and has AIDS. Co-star Denzel Washington, who also headlines in the Pelican Brief, made it 2 movie premieres in 2 nights. And Bruce Springsteen, who wrote a song for the film, also attended.
I was just glad to be a part of the picture. It's an important subject, a long time coming. You know, it's something that I was just excited to be asked and, glad to put my 2 cents in. Everyone I've talked to that's seen the movie is deeply touched by it. It's the kind of movie that sticks with you. It's the kind of film that is a very emotional response that people have been getting, and it's the kind of film that people that have seen want to talk about. If you're an actor and you work in films, you're always gunning for it.